So I would like to address the interview that Jose has recently given in respect of SummerWells' disappearance. And I have to say, I've been sickened and disgusted by what I heard. It's really difficult to know where to start. So much was said. Obviously, there were plenty of red flags for Don and Candace, but what's new? I'm not too sure where I should start, but I'm going to start here. SummerWells has disappeared from her family home on more than one occasion. What does that tell you about Summer's parents, Don and Candace? Well, I can tell you what it tells me, that they are extremely neglectful parents. Poor excuses for parents. Poor excuses for human beings. Don and Candace disgust me. There was so much to pick out from the interview. From what we can gather, Candace often likes to have a drink. Candace likes to do drugs occasionally. Or maybe quite often. She tends to get pissed or off her face on drugs, and leaves her children to their own devices. Now, what does that tell you? Perhaps on the day that Summer disappeared, her mother wasn't looking after her properly. No surprise there. And now that we have the knowledge that Summer has disappeared from her family home on quite a few occasions, it does lead me to believe that she wandered off by herself into the yard and most likely had a tragic accident. That is still what I feel. I know a lot of people think Summer was trafficked or sold because of a drug debt, and strangely, some people out there actually believe Summer was abducted. And most of the people out there that don't believe Don and Candace are involved are what I call Wells supporters / idiots. Not only am I disgusted by Don and Candace, I'm also disgusted by the Wells supporters, and to be fair, they all get a red flag. All of you get a red flag. We learnt a lot about Candace, that she doesn't like to clean up, but I think we probably had figured that out for ourselves by the state of that house. Apparently Candace doesn't cook for the children very much. Again, I'm not surprised by these details. But I did hear that the boys' mattresses were worse than Summer's. Now, we've all seen Summer's mattress. It was filthy, it was rank, and it was disgusting. And no 5-year-old girl should have ever had to have slept on that manky, minging mattress. From what Jose said, the children didn't sleep with sheets, so no sheets and a disgusting, stained, manky mattress for all of the children. No proper bed, not many toys, and a horrible, dirty and cluttered home. A home that seemingly Candace never bothered to tidy up. She was more interested in hanging out with 15-year-old boys and getting up to God knows what. So all in all, we learnt that CandusBly is a terrible, neglectful mother. But I think most of us that have any brain cells still ticking around up here in our skulls had realised that already. But we learn a lot, and I mean a lot more. A lot more that we've never heard about Don and Candace's disgusting, drug-fuelled and alcohol-ridden lives. Not only did they have neglectful parents that didn't give a damn about them and were more interested in hanging out with their friends and getting off their faces, they couldn't be bothered to clean up their house, they couldn't be bothered to cook them dinner, and from what I can see, it doesn't look like they could be bothered to do much with their children at all. It really does break my heart how awful those children were treated. Thank God Summer's brothers are in care. Hopefully in care with decent people that can show them love and care and what a childhood should really be like. Having fun, playing, doing fun things with your parents. Not living in squalor while your parents regularly get off their face and leave you and your siblings to do whatever you like, crack on, get on with it, we don't give a damn. That's what I see when I look at Don and Candace. I see two great big red flags, I see a joke, and to be honest, I'm very glad that Don is in jail. It's a damn shame that Candace hasn't joined him. Let's hope she does soon. So what we have learnt from Jose is that CandusBly is a pedo. She's a dirty, disgusting pedo, just like Don. Two peas in a pod. Don thinks it's okay to abuse his young stepsister because it was all her fault because she insinuated it at age 5. Okay. And then Candace thinks it's okay to sleep with a boy who apparently at the time, and I have to say apparently because I wasn't there, was 14 years old. Presumably Candace was about 37 or 38 at the time. Now me and Candace are very similar in age, and I cannot imagine wanting to sleep with a teenage boy. It makes me feel sick, it makes me want to puke, and she disgusts me. Candace, you really are a disgrace. If what Jose has said is true, and I believe it is because he seems to be a very genuine, nice, kind-hearted man, not like you and Don. Jose doesn't appear to be a poor excuse for a human being like you two are. You two are a joke. And Jose, to me, seems like a genuine man that actually seems to be more bothered about the disappearance of your daughter than you are. I think I'm more bothered about the disappearance of Summer than you are, Don and Candace. You really are disgusting. You sicken me on a daily basis. And thank God that I'm getting a few months off from hearing from Don. I must say my ears are slowly recovering, but now they have to be exposed to hearing Candace on a regular basis. So sadly my headaches continue, and my ears keep saying, please Colette, please no more Don and Candace, please, please. Well, my ears were granted their wish because Don went on his jolly way off to jail where he deserves to be. But sadly my ears are not getting a break from Candace because she's either on her channel pissed off her face, acting like an idiot, or she's on some other idiot's channel being an idiot with him with their tinfoil hats. I am astounded on a daily basis by the idiocy that I see here on YouTube from certain people that run a YouTube channel that claim they are a true crime content creator, but yet they support CandusBly when we've heard everything that we've heard about her. And why do they support Candace, you wonder? Because it brings views to their channel, and having Candace on lives regularly on their channel helps their channel to grow. Because in my opinion, most of these losers can't grow their YouTube channels themselves, grow it organically, without interviewing the Wells. No, they can't grow their channel organically because they're a toxic mess. What I see is a chaotic, toxic, big, fat mess. And it's really sad that I see that on a regular basis. Quite a few channels support the Wells, and I don't support any of those channels. I don't even really want to watch them. I occasionally will watch to see what Candace says, if Candace happens to be on their channel. But the rest of the time that they sit there talking a load of shit for hours and hours, I don't bother watching them because I can't be arsed. I have better things to do with my time than waste hours in my day watching those idiots. I just don't do it. And I recommend that you don't either. Because you know what? If you stop watching those idiots, you really will feel a lot better. Because you'll have time to watch people that are decent. People that still have some brain cells upstairs that are ticking around and working. People that have decent content. Because those are the sort of channels that I like. I don't like the toxic messes. I don't like the people that love drama and just want to cuss other creators on a daily basis. I don't bother with any of them. Now, each to their own. Some people like drama and that's up to them. I do not like drama. I hate drama and I avoid drama at all costs. So as much as I may come on here telling you that I think Candace's friend is an idiot, he is an idiot. And I'm not going to stop saying he's an idiot. But I'm trying my best now to be very honest with you about what I think about Candace's friend. This particular friend is one of the most biggest toxic messes that I've ever seen here on YouTube. He really does make me feel sick. I can't watch him. He's either coughing up God knows what, cussing every 2 seconds, licking Candace's ass, which also makes me feel quite sick. And I just can't watch him. How anybody likes his content, I don't know. Each to their own. But I'm very glad that I don't sit here coughing, licking Candace's ass, and generally being a prat. Because in my opinion, the word prat perfectly describes Candace and her friend, especially when they're wearing tinfoil hats. So guys, I'm not going to cover everything that I think about Jose's interview, but I do want to get across today that I believe everything Jose said. I do believe it was the real Jose, and I do believe he was telling the truth. I do believe he's a genuine, truthful man, unlike Don. And Candace isn't exactly the most truthful person I've ever come across either. One of the things that stuck out the most for me was Jose saying that he thinks Don is a pedo because of him showering with Summer. Now, from what Jose said, I don't think he always thought that about Don, but once he knew that Don took showers with Summer, red flags were then flying everywhere when Jose saw Don. The other thing that really stood out for me was Jose claiming that Summer has disappeared from her family home on more than one occasion. I did find that to be shocking, because it just shows you that Summer was happy to wander off of the property, even though Candace said she never moved far from her swing. Yeah, right, Candace. What a load of BS. Even Hunter said it, that she just wouldn't wander far from the swing, something along those lines. So it's all part of the script, but the script to me is a load of BS, it's fake. I don't buy the script at all. So I do now wonder, all of this about, from Don, Candace and Hunter, that Summer would never leave the property. Summer would never wander far from her swing. Yeah, right. I don't buy any of it. That was all said because they all knew full well that Summer would wander from her swing. Summer has wandered off of that yard, off of that property before, and that's why they all said at the start, and they've always maintained, that Summer would never leave the property. Well, it just shows you she did. She has. And what does that mean? Because not long ago, I didn't actually cover it in a video. I wanted to, but I didn't get around to it because I was busy. Don said something like they'd only just got Summer back. It was in amongst a conversation, and it was a really odd thing for Don to say. I did wonder, could she have been in care and we've never known about it? Or maybe it's nothing to do with Summer having ever been in care. Maybe Summer disappeared off the property, was gone for hours, and they'd only just got her back. Perhaps that's what Don was referring to. I wonder. But for now, I want your initial thoughts on what was said. What were the biggest red flags for you for Don and Candace? Did you find what Jose said about Summer's living conditions heartbreaking? And do you, like me, think that Jose is a very, very genuine man? Because I have not so far detected any deception from Jose. I've just detected a genuinely nice man, a man that got caught up with some idiots called Don and Candace. Oh, and don't forget Grandis. Bye for now.